Yeah, that's great, isn't it? All right, we are live, and we are going to be starting in 2 minutes, so just in time, the kids start eating.
Yep.
As usual, on you. Junior. So yeah, so if you're watching the replay, you can just fast forward a couple minutes here. We'll be starting in like 2 minutes. I figured I'd come on early a little bit, let people get on, or whoever can be on. Hey, Ruth, can you make all the devices are off? What's that? Buddy, you gonna check? Check. I should get on the chat here. Gonna have a special guest on here with us tonight. Richard, come have a seat, Richard. Texas Mom will get you some food, Richard. I want everybody to meet Richard. He's the creator of the Texas Boys logo. I don't know if anybody's on yet, Richard. There's one watching, okay.
Oh, I thought my name was going to be...
What was your name going to be? What was your name going to be, Richard? We can change it right now. Nobody's on.
Wireman. No, I'm joking.
In addition to being a skilled graphic designer, he is also an electrician. So he's helping me do some electrical, helping me as in doing all of the electrical work. All right.
The lighting looks good from the side.
So the lighting look good?
Yeah.
Good. All right, we're just going to wait for a couple people to get on here. Apparently, there's only one person on right now. It might be me.
Very bad connection.
I have more people sitting in the room with me. Very bad connection. Do you think everything else is turned on? Cube.
You know what?
Computer, maybe.
Is your
My phone.
is your phone connected to my? Oh yeah, you definitely. That needs to be unconnected. Yeah, that's his device. Is your the black one's turned off? I just turned it off. Hold on, Richard's gonna disconnect.
In the world. I'm going to disconnect.
Got lasagna, baked potato.
2 computers were on out front.
Okay, good. All right.
Yes.
How y'all doing tonight? Richard's gonna ignorantly be eating. Texas Mom made me some homemade chocolate ice cream. I might imbibe in that while we have our discussion tonight. But I guess what I'm gonna do as people come on here, I'm gonna open up. Because it's 8 o'clock. So I'm going to open up a little bit with just a little bit of background and why I enjoy talking about this kind of stuff. But I went to college for, I was a business administration major with a minor in finance. And then I was a assistant planner, and I was a financial planner for 11 years with American Express Financial Advisors, which later became Ameriprise. And then I was let go from the company, and after the following year after that, I was a day trader for an entire year, actually at the bottom of the market. So I learned a lot. I probably learned more day trading than I did actually in college and as a financial planner doing investment portfolios with mutual funds and all that stuff. But just thought on here, and I don't know if anybody is on tonight or not, but
Saying 3 people.
says 3 people on. Okay, so yeah, the one thing that I learned while I was day trading is that bought a really expensive software that analyzed volume charts of stocks and all this stuff. I think the software cost about $5,000, and what it would do is it would analyze stock volume, daily stock volume. It's something called candlesticks, and a candlestick is a visual measurement of stock volume trading. And back in the day, you could trade on visual components on these candlesticks. There would be things called like teacups and cup handles, and depending on the stock and depending on its historical pictures that it made, you could trade historically off of that data. And I'm buffering really bad. Okay, so we get about every 3 words. Okay, so right now it says my stream is good. I think we have everything turned off, so we should.
Only that black device.
No, the black device is right there. It's turned off.
It is off.
Do you know are all the? Do you know are the iPads off?
Yep, they're all off. I turned them all off.
Okay, cool.
So everything's off.
All 22 iPads are off?
Yeah, all 22. Is the other iPad off?
I don't know where the big one is.
Yeah, I turned that one off.
No, I'm streaming on the big
No,
one.
I mean the other big one.
Yeah, I
Oh,
turned
okay.
that one off.
Okay, so hopefully it's saying our stream is good here. So,
By the way, the shares on this plate are amazing.
so what are you eating there, Richard? What you got?
I have, this is actually off the Fortune 500. We have,
All right,
we have the stocks going great over here in lasagna land.
got some homemade lasagna with some homemade cheese.
Homemade cheese. Not only that, we have homemade potatoes.
Homemade potato.
Homemade potatoes along with excellent beef stew, ground beef stew.
Yeah, grass-fed ground beef. Yep.
I can almost taste the freedom.
All right, Richard. Thanks, Richard. Okay, so I had this expensive software. I was day trading, and now it's going to buffer. So, okay. I had a good window there. So, yeah, just let me know if what's going on. I don't know why it's acting goofy tonight. It usually works pretty good. But so I was using this expensive software, analyzing it, and it would analyze basically the entire market for you, and it would pick out stocks. And what I did while I was trading, I had 2 large monitors set up, and I would watch like a couple hundred stocks at a time, and I would put in buys and sells. You know, I set it up so that it was automated, and by watching stocks all day long, I started to see certain really, really basic patterns. And what happened is, predominantly, I saw these patterns in collapsing stocks, and it just so happened that most of these collapsing stocks were government bailout stocks like AIG and Citigroup and Fannie and Freddie. And what they would do is they would they would trade at a very, very large volume, and they would oscillate on a penny. Most of the time it would be around the dollar zone. Like AIG would trade between 99 cents and $1 for weeks and weeks and weeks on time. 8 to 9 million shares a day. And I would watch these stocks, CIT and Fannie and Freddie, back when Fannie and Freddie used to exist. And so as I sat there and watched it, I said, wow, well, as a day trader, you can trade 4 times your account volume as long as you're selling by the end of the day. So if you had $25,000 in a day trading account and you're approved for day trading, you could literally trade $100,000 worth of stock. And as I would watch these stocks trade on a penny, 8 or 9 million shares, I got this great idea. I said, well, if I could trade these shares and they're $1, and if I could trade them they're oscillating between 99 cents and $1. I could trade them 20 times in a day, and I could literally make, I don't know. I mean, I could make $5,000 to $10,000 a day, and it would only be limited by how many times basically the stock went up and down. So I went on one of these free sites, and I found a guy in Denmark, and I said, can you write me software, an automated software? I was using Scottrade Elite. I said, can you write me a software that'll work with that platform, and it'll trade on a penny, so I could buy at 99 and sell at $1? And he said, yeah, sure. And he said, I can write you a software on any platform that'll do that. It's real basic, and it'll cost you about $300. And so I said, okay. So I called Scottrade Elite, and I said, okay, I want to buy, and I want to know what my guarantee is on the buy. And they said, well, it's plus or minus a penny. And I said, okay, well, so what are you saying? Well, they're saying, so I said, so let's say I buy a stock at 99 cents. They said, yeah, it'll be 99 cents or $1. And I'm like, well, that won't work, because, it only works as if you're buying it what you want it and you're selling it what you want it. And you could easily see it by tracking the stock that this is exactly what people were doing. And so I called around at all the other big brokerage firms, and basically all of them trade at plus or minus a penny. So you can't trade in real time. And so it was a great idea, and it's a great idea that a bunch of people are doing. If you study the stock market at all, you know about the pre-market and how the big pockets are trading ahead of the market and then selling it to you. Mm-hmm. But the actual brokerage houses won't let you trade in real time. Even though everything is totally automated and electronic, they won't let you trade in real time. And so basically, that basically makes the stock market a gigantic scam. So so that's when I discovered that's when I decided that I wanted to get out of the market. I had about 8 stocks, and I had some mutual funds, and I liquidated everything, and I got out of the market, and I never got back in the market. And I was really hoping there was going to be some more people online commenting, so we have something to talk about. But maybe me and Richard can just talk. And but
what about currency trading? Would you get into that?
I looked at Forex trading and currency trading, and the problem I have with currency trading is currency is just as you can trade anything. I mean, you can trade baseball cards and make money.
Rain Country.
And hey, Rain Country, how you doing? You can trade anything, but the same thing with currencies are manipulated, just like everything. I mean, even gold and silver is manipulated through derivatives, but currency, I did study the Forex and trading currencies, and I know guys that trade currencies, but it's very complicated. I'm not saying that you can't do it, but basically all of it, I've looked. Oh, okay, Deep South's on right now. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I totally didn't realize that today. I wasn't thinking about 8 o'clock and.
That was my bad. Deep South.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that Deep South was going to be on at the same time. I wouldn't have done that, I guess. So didn't think that through very well. But
there's Peoria, dude.
my George Brett rookie card paid for our dinner before prom in high school. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. You can trade anything. So baseball, football. I used to collect a lot of football cards and baseball cards and hockey cards. But
there was a Mormon series of books that I used to read. It was a Christian fiction of some sort, Mormon fiction, but it was called The Great Brain. And there was this kid in there that traded, and he would always trade. But the whole point was the only way he actually gained at trading was by swindling people.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that every trade is a swindle. I'm just saying that was the premise that...
Predominantly, being that all trading...
I'm not talking to the mic. My bad.
Yeah, all trading is a swindle in the sense that there's nothing. We're not trading anything. Because, for example, if we just look at basic parameters of our economy right now, we have a stock market that is at an all-time high. We have corporations pulling in record profits. We have CEOs making record salaries. So here are the local economic indicators that we should all be realizing right now. Every single person should literally, that's been, let's say you've been working for 5 or more years, you should be making, on average, okay, there's going to be exceptions on the curve, but out of every 10 people, on average, that group should be making the most amount of money that they've ever made. Because a rising tide lifts all ships, and if we have this great economy, we have, unemployment plunging, and we have, all this profit supposedly in the system, it should directly equate ultimately. I realize they try to spin it and explain how complicated it is and how interdependent it is and how non-dependent it is and all this stuff, but I mean, historically as a whole, we should all be realizing that wealth to some extent. And the truth is, if you talk to 10 of your friends, none of us are realizing any of that wealth right now. And I mean, if we're not, well, Richard is, because he's eating a luxurious meal and making me very hungry. Because I didn't.
Did you eat any?
I didn't eat recently. I ate a couple hours ago, but.
No.
It's the time to fast right now.
Yes, it's
for you.
I'll take some water though. But we should all be experiencing some type of wealth, right, and that's what Wheatree said. Wealth is what you grow and raise yourself, and that is the truth. I mean, that's what we've seen is, quantitative easing. They're destroying our currency. They're killing it with hyperinflation, and that's why the stock market's raging. The stock market's being driven exclusively by inflation, and all that's doing is redistributing the wealth, and it's taking it from another thing that absolutely everybody should be experiencing is anyone with retirement accounts everyone with a retirement account that's pick an arbitrary date, more than 5 to 10 years old, all of those accounts should be literally at their highest point, obviously, if you haven't borrowed against it. Because, I mean, even regardless of asset allocation, because all the indexes are up. So, lots of buffering right now. Okay. Yeah, and I have no idea why. I don't know why it's doing that, because it usually doesn't do that. Maybe it's because it's late tonight, or I don't know. No, nobody's. No, I made sure everything was turned on.
I'm on airplane mode, whatever that means.
Comes and goes. Richard's on an airplane. He's so wealthy. He's on an airplane right now. But so
it's because of the topic.
because of the topic, yeah. But that's what we said right now. Okay. As far as investing, we just bought a dairy cow. How long have we had our cow? Goob. Mama, how long have we had our cow?
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, I was right.
Okay, so we paid $1,400 for our cow, and prior to having our cow, we were buying $30 to $40 worth of raw milk a week, and then we were buying $10 to $15 a week in butter. And that was rationing the butter. We were buying another $15 to $30 in cheese. We're dairy people. So, let's say 30. We were literally, without exaggeration, spending $100 a week on dairy products, not even close to exaggerating.
Wow.
And, now that we have the cow, okay, it costs us $1,400. The cow's pregnant. It's going to calf at the end of December. But the cow is literally generating in excess of $100 worth of goods to us weekly. So you can very quickly. Oh, and the cow, it grazes in our yard. We feed it chaff hay. We pay less than $15 a bale for chaff hay, and a bale of chaff hay will last us almost a month, right?
No. 10 days.
10 days. So yeah. So it's 3 bales a month.
Yes.
So 3 bales a month, it's 14. So it's like, say,
30-some dollars.
it's like, yeah, it's like,
Less than 30.
So this cheese came from that cow.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not this.
So yeah, so the cow's costing us say $40 a
How much is
month
lasagna? That
to
was good cheese as
feed.
well.
And chaff hay is great stuff, and it mows our lawn, and we feed it $40 a month, and it's generating $400 a
It
month
even eats
easily.
the elderberry tree.
Yes, it ate my elderberry tree today, but I don't want to think about that right now.
That's a deduction.
Yeah, that is a hit. 3 of my 7 hens are laying now, and we are getting more eggs than we need, and they pay for a month's worth of feed in a week's time. It'll be even better when all 7 are laying. Right, so what, and think about chickens. A laying hen will cost you about, what, $20?
Yep.
And then if you buy chicks and raise them, I mean, the revenue is immediate, but the other immediate revenue is the quality that you're getting. You know exactly what you're getting versus it's a crapshoot if you're buying it in a store. You have no concept.
We couldn't afford to buy that kind of like raw grass-fed butter and cheese and all that kind of stuff. Not
Correct. Yeah, we weren't eating high quality. We would buy butter and cheese that was like stuff from Cali, so it'd be RBST free, but we weren't eating straight organic butter and straight organic cheese, and now we are. So that, I mean, if I factor the dollar value of that, I mean, it would probably double. So it'd probably be almost $200 a week. We were buying raw milk though.
I know I
But,
should probably eat this. But
You don't have to eat that, Richard.
The chickens and the dogs will eat it.
They can go in the compost.
Won't go to waste.
You're not. The skin's what's good for you. There's lots of minerals in
But
the
I
skin.
heard you
Yeah.
like chocolate ice cream.
Texas Mom made chocolate ice cream, homemade organic chocolate ice cream,
which is the true reason why
which is the true reason why Richard's here.
Richard is here.
I think Texas Mom took peanut butter cookies and crumbled them into the chocolate ice cream. I believe, which sounds ridiculous. But so when it comes to Kerrygold butter is the best you can buy in the store, and the best price at Costco is $7.18 for a pound and a half.
Yeah, and that's still pasteurized.
Yeah, and we don't have a Costco within. Wow, we got to drive 50 miles? We got to drive to. Well, no, we got further than that. We got to drive almost. Rockwell. Right. Yeah, you're not getting any of the live enzymes and all the good stuff in the raw. No Illuminati hand signs, Richard. You're gonna expose me.
It was actually.
That was like the 666, dude. CERN.
Bam.
I didn't do it. It was just this. This was.
Oh, that is so bad. Don't keep doing it.
This was.
Illuminati.
When my brother doesn't, I look at. He's like, "I made you look," and he punches me. So.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is peanut butter cookies crumbled up.
Oh
There's your
boy,
ice cream.
we're
Did
trying
I
to have a
put too
show
much?
here, Mother.
If it's
I'm gonna
too
go
much,
into
then
like a coma.
Coma.
But get
How
me
much
some.
is there?
No.
Yeah, really. Don't feed it all to Richard.
So when you and you think about. Rain says somebody's going to screenshot me and accuse me of being Illuminati. Texas Dad, Illuminati exposed. Oh boy, is that for me?
Were we both do it at the same time?
I know, I'm not doing it.
Now you're just gonna sit and eat.
Now we're going to eat. Let me see what this ice cream's all about here, folks. I'm sorry.
There is channels in Asia. My wife's Korean.
Okay.
And there in Korea, It is actually a thing where they just live stream themselves eating.
Really?
Not only do they do
we're
that,
cutting edge, man. We're like international sensations right now.
they eat. They make so much money off of it that it's worth some of those people that do this for a living they eat a meal, go off screen, regurgitate that meal, and then continue eating because people pay to watch them eat.
Wow.
I am not lying.
That's bizarre.
I
Do
haven't
they
looked-
burp? And it's because that's like a...
I haven't looked much into it, but I do know it's a big thing there. I believe I know it's in Korea, but I don't know if it's big anywhere else.
Here's another thing we do with our cow, because Pure Dude said the cow investment would be even more worth it if they let you sell the stuff you make with it. Right, exactly. And,
It's got to be FDA approved.
Yeah, you can do cow shares and sell pet food and stuff like that. But but I mean, another thing we do with our cow is we feed it whole oats, and then the chickens take care of the cow manure. So we're feeding the chickens too, which, you know, it's all the circle of. But that's a real diversified portfolio. Versus, you know, I was a mutual fund guy, and you had to have 30% large cap, 20% mid cap, 20% small cap, and then you had international and emerging markets, and everybody pretty much got the same portfolio because everybody needed to make 8 to 12%, and 8 to 12% historically is literally, if you look at it historically, is almost impossible because right about the time you achieve it, the market crashes, and it's not good. And so, what do you guys think? Is it good? Do you think we're going to be like a new internet sensation where we're eating? Maybe we'll make lots of money eating food online.
Maybe.
Okay, good.
Yep.
RBST free.
Yeah.
I don't even show myself taste testing my food in my cooking videos. You should start, Rain. You'd be the next biggest thing in Korea.
I have a. Oh, can I put a plug in?
Sure, you can put a plug in.
I started a podcast a while back.
Okay.
Called The Christian Podcast, which you cannot find if you search The Christian Podcast.
Oh, that's good.
So if you search The Christian Podcast, or you might, but you'd have to search my full name along with it usually. Or Richard, the full The Christian Podcast, Richard Rousseau. Rousseau being spelled in Dutch manner.
Spelled like a Dutch man.
Dutch man, Rossouw. But half my listeners are from Tokyo, Japan.
Okay.
So apparently listening to podcasts are bigger there. Or at least my listeners I seem to attract.
Okay.
Something about Asia.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people media-wise there
Okay.
when it comes to their connectivity.
Maybe you could tell them about us eating on our live stream and...
I should put a... Now I'll have to put a plug-in on there. Now it's just audio. I'm planning on starting a video soon once I
Okay.
get the internet back up at my house.
Okay.
Because right now I live in the middle of nowhere and I have organic connection to the world.
Yeah, Richard's connection is just a hair better than ours. It's actually
It's
worse.
not a bomb net?
I take my podcast, put them in the jar.
How does that work? I missed the analogy.
That's how in the country I am.
Oh. So I lost that one. So anyway.
This ice cream is totally
Okay, so
out of this world.
So what we're talking about is investing. And
Investing.
we take the cow analogy, and you have, okay, so it costs you money for the cow. There's a great book called The Cow Economy, which is basically the way that our country used to be when, and I mean, if you think about the stock market, I mean, that's what the stock market used to be too, livestock. And, livestock has real value. And also, everything you grow has real value. We have several fruit trees, and once they start to produce, that so far I've probably invested maybe about $1,000 in fruit, in different fruit trees, and yeah, I need to invest in better fencing so that my cow doesn't eat my elderberries.
Protecting the assets.
I need to protect the assets. That's right.
Although I was reading yesterday, and there was a law that allowed you to take as much corn as you wanted to out of someone's field as long as you did not cut it and you did not put it in your pocket. So the cow is not taking anything with her. She's eating what she needs at the moment.
And that's a law in America? Is that a law in America?
Muzzle not the ox.
What's that, Texas Mom? Muzzle not the ox.
So that,
How you said elderberry milk might be good for us during cold and flu season. The Texas just spray bombed us for mosquitoes because of the hurricane Irma. So yeah, we're all feeling the awesome effects of what it's like to be insecticided. I think that's why everybody's had a head cold. What's in my chocolate ice cream, Texas Mom? Peanut butter cookies. Yeah, I already told him that. Yep. Yeah, so everybody's been suffering with the head cold because they just dumped a bunch of insecticides on us.
Not like
Carolina
telling us
girls.
is anything new yet.
Hey, Carolina girls, how you doing?
Oh, it's like 9 o'clock their time.
9:30 their time. Yeah, I snagged some corn from Illinois cornfields, not even edible. Impossible to cook it long enough. It's designed for ethanol and animal feed, not for humans. Yep. Well, see, once again, and once again, I mean, that's how they manipulate, all this ethanol. That's how they've manipulated the whole corn market. And that's how you destroy food is you do federal mandates, and it's totally destroyed agriculture. Between mandates and subsidies, they've created big ag and they've destroyed our agricultural system. And in the same process, destroyed our food and destroyed our entire infrastructure. We have baked apples with ice cream. Oh, check it out. Ooh. Josie Gallegos, hello, this is my first time. Hope I didn't miss a lot. Now, we were just talking about investing. Yeah, good thing it's a small audience. Great, Richard. Now I can't post this online. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we were just talking about investing and why the market is basically fake and synthetic, and why we went live about 30 minutes ago.
what did y'all go live?
Yeah, we went live 30 minutes ago. So we're probably just going to be on for like 30 minutes more unless Richard keeps up with his shenanigans.
Look,
and then we'll just...
Do you think they bomb your area bad with that stuff? My place has practically perfect squares over it. I took pictures today.
I know, you sent them to me, yeah.
Squares.
Yeah,
I have square clouds over my house.
Yeah, that's why I got this call. So yeah, we were just talking about how they've manipulated our currency, and they've flooded the cash market through quantitative easing, and through hyperinflation they've driven up all the index markets, but yet the little guy and the average guy are all the ones that are still hurting, and the ultra elite mega wealthy are become wealthier and wealthier and wealthier. And so we were just talking about investing in real assets like livestock, real assets like trees and gardening and self-sustainable. Because the other thing about all those things is they are inflation proof. And
There's an ad on our video.
Yeah, just reset. That's everything. Heidi said everything is fake. Fake doctors, fake food, fake medicine, fake churches. Yeah, that's the truth.
What else would you say to invest in, like, for people that?
So if I don't live,
Yeah.
I live in an area while I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'm still in a neighborhood. I cannot get livestock on my.
Right.
I could probably technically grow something, but I'd have to take. It'd be a lot of investment. I live practically on top of iron ore, so
You
there's.
have to build your soil.
I have to build my soil.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And you should,
There's this
even
theory.
though I know you're just buying your house, but you should probably consider.
It's a newlywed.
Richard's a newlywed with an expecting wife.
I am expecting a child within the month.
If he could grow a lot of food on his.
He could grow a lot of food.
What would be my best
She got up on the
Investment.
couch and she can't get off.
for that size that I have a half an acre?
Oh, you have plenty of room.
Oh yeah.
Rain
So
Country says your food will be mineral rich. You get plenty of iron.
Yeah, the stuff that'll grow into rocks.
Ox.
Yeah, I have rocks growing in my yard. I am not lying.
Yeah, you could easily grow food. Yeah, raised beds. Come on, Richard.
Raised beds. We actually had quite a bit of soil, but the day after we put all that soil, it rained for like 4 days straight.
And it all ran off.
They were like, "Oh, you put some investment into your land." Shh. Let's watch that.
Hey, at least you got rain. We haven't gotten rain for
Ever.
30,
I've gotten
40
rain
days.
the last 2 or 3 nights.
Have you? Wow, that's awesome. And you don't have anything planted. Terrible. Not using your rain.
Talk about insecticides. I sprayed. If they hadn't sprayed enough, they haven't sprayed enough because the amount of insects in my area there is ridiculous. So I actually took some. What was it?
Oh no.
It's
Sounds
it's called cypermethrin.
Oh no.
Sounds good for you.
Sounds great. Did you breathe deep?
I held it within 2 inches from the ground and just saturated my
Awesome.
You don't want to grow.
borders. The
Yeah,
borders.
You don't want to grow anything.
I just did borders. So anything only borders. So I did it on the edges of my driveway. I did it on the. Now that's the active ingredient. The actual product is called.
Pausing.
I can't.
Death-
It's called
Death
Demon.
smoke. Demon smoke.
It's called Demon. Yeah,
Is it called
it's
Demon?
called Demon.
There you go. Great. That can't be bad for you. It's called Demon. Yeah, it's gonna do great.
So
That's because if you breathe it in, you start hallucinating.
I sprayed it on the rocks. So whatever grows on the rocks anyway.
Demon on your yard. Don't grow anything.
Sounds healthy.
Wow. I need a good dose of Demon. Yeah, I might get bit by a mosquito. I'm gonna spray everything with Demon.
You're worried about the storm clouds.
I think I'll take my chance with Zika.
I went down to the Gulf the other day, and someone asked me what I caught. And between the
Rain says now your rocks are satanic. I sprayed my rocks with Demon.
spray demon, you know, it's interesting that software, almost all software has what they call one of the components is demons. Now it was originally
demons. Yeah.
it was originally spelled D-M-O-N-S, but it's also spelled D-A-E-M-O-N.
D-A-M-O-N.
But they're pronounced demons.
Yeah. Well, that's why they're.
It's interesting. I don't know if it's just interesting.
Dooloo. What's up, Dooloo? Jeff says, invest in family, land, and food sources first. I think you're absolutely right. Oh, Dooloo's on here pushing his
Bitcoin.
crypto. We were going to talk about crypto tonight, too. And
Yeah, and he said he was like buying silver with crypto or something.
yeah, that's very interesting.
But when people talk about buying silver and then holding it for you, what is up with all these services now that hold your assets for you? And you never see them.
Yeah, I want to hold my own assets.
So you invest in them, they hold it all.
Yeah, that's okay.
And
usually the services do that. They're holding them as a trustee inside of a retirement account, like an IRA or something.
Yeah, something like that. I'm thinking to myself, they're like, well, if it goes, someone tried to sell something to me the other day and said, well, we don't know the economy. I'm like, exactly. So you're telling me if I invest with you, and the economy tanks tomorrow, that you're going to have what I want?
Now,
me and the 10,000 other people that invested?
Yeah, now when it comes to crypto, McAfee, the virus guy, he just explained at a conference how hackers can hack the blockchain and basically steal your Bitcoin, whatever your crypto is. And then he also explained how there is a virus that hackers can download through the web, basically to any Wi-Fi processor. It could be smoke alarm, it could be your thermostat, it could be your refrigerator, and basically when any of those devices are not processing mainline functions, they'll be mining Bitcoin, and it's very, very interesting. But
so offline crypto would be just transacted through USB drives or something, or near field connections.
A blockchain wallet, and a lot of it's all. I mean, even fiat money that's in your wallet is at least in your wallet, and you can pull it out and look at the paper. And I mean, crypto, you can't even do that. And I realize it's surged. I mean, me and Richard were the ones that first started talking about Bitcoin when it was $129.
When we first started talking, it was actually $12.
Yeah,
when I first looked into it, it was $12 something.
We talked about mining it and all that stuff.
I created a wallet, started using my computer to mine it, my work computer.
Yeah, and I realized that it's
toast.
I realized that it is it's $4,000, but nobody. It's all Bitcoin. What is driving the current value of Bitcoin? It's got to be all speculation. I mean, it has to be, because there's nothing that's creating that value.
So that mic is on the frame, okay.
Oh yeah, it's fine. So let's see here. Dooloo's minting coins right now. Peoria Dude has an estimated account value of 500. That's awesome, man. On Steemit, Peoria Dude is rocking Steemit. USB stick or a junk computer that's not connected to the internet. I sold some Bitcoin at 30. Ouch. The value of Bitcoin is
you can sell
new
Bitcoin
buyers, investors, people who
at
want
like
to store wealth of
thousands
value
of Bitcoin
with no centralization, no government intervention, nobody controlling it. Yeah, see, and I just don't. See, the main reason why I didn't buy Bitcoin back when me and Richard were first looking at it was because of Mt. Gox, and when they had, basically the Feds hijacked Mt. Gox, and the only thing that even this recent surge is the only thing that saved the day with Mt. Gox, and I don't know if they actually ever finally liquidated that, because once Bitcoin went over, I think 3,000 a coin, it made that all lucrative again. So, yeah, the Mt. Gox was a significant point in Bitcoin, but you have to realize these events are temporary. Nothing can stop Bitcoin ever. Yeah, but they could have tanked Bitcoin just by liquidating Mt. Gox ahead of, they could have liquidated Mt. Gox whenever. They could have forced it to liquidate. And I mean, and that's the whole point, is as countries,
but there was something as to, there was a some sort of FBI
yeah, that was that whole Orient
and they seized almost all of it.
Yeah, that was that whole
That was existing at the
Orient
moment.
Express website. That website where people were buying Coke with Bitcoin or something online or something.
Is that what?
Yeah, that's why they bum rushed the deal. Yeah, Silk Road. That's
But
it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dooley said Silk Road, but that's what all of that was about. No, it wasn't because Bitcoin failure, but they could have, if they would have pushed that to liquidate, they could have artificially crashed Bitcoin if they wanted to. And if every country comes out and announces Bitcoin, I don't know. I just don't see it. I just think it's a setup. That's all I'm saying.
So, but at what point does it flatline? I mean, it's got to. At some point, you know.
Jamie Dimon came out and talked smack on Bitcoin, and China banning it. Yep. But yeah, I'm just, what if you don't have digital access to your cryptocurrency? How do you utilize it? Because it's only electronic. And so you're taking an artificial currency.
Yeah, so
in
what
an
would be the best way to
artificial
liquidate
environment.
it? Into gold?
That would require a nuke. Well,
We're not too far.
yeah, I mean, that's why I like, the cryptocurrency we're looking for already exists. It's called gold and silver. It's called real assets. It's called precious metals. That's been the real store of value for like.
You may have discussed this
6,000
already,
years.
but one of the things that keeps the Middle East afloat is exactly that: is the precious metals market. I watched this documentary a while back. The Sharia law bans or forbids paper money. I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't know.
So
that.
yeah, the Sharia law prohibits the use of paper money, and so they're under the Islamic State, they're only truly allowed to use gold as their currency.
Well, that's why we killed Gaddafi, was because he was going with a gold-backed currency. So we blew up him and the natural river that was running through Libya. The appeal of cryptos is anonymity, decentralization, peer-to-peer transactions without fees. I really believe it will take over the piece of paper we call money. But yeah, I'm hardcore into it, so I'm a bit biased.
Yeah, the people who aren't for it don't have any.
Yes, that is a very convenient truth. But see, here's the thing: I could have and can still easily buy a lot of it, and because to me, I would rather buy real assets, and not even. And I haven't been buying a lot of gold and silver. I haven't bought gold and silver in a long time either. I would rather buy infrastructure. I would rather buy land. I would rather buy, fruit trees. I would rather buy, we'll probably end up getting some cattle. I would rather buy real assets because, it's interesting because all of that stuff, we got pushed from agrarian culture to industrialization, systemization, and man, now, hey, if you're a miner and if I could figure that out and make that work, I would mine it all day long.
So you don't use your personal laptop for that then, I'm assuming.
He must be running systems.
Yeah, because I tried that. I ran a miner through my system, and I had a high-end iMac with all the add-ons, and it seemed to slow it down, so to the point it died. It burnt out.
I can totally see it replacing point of sale transactions. I totally could see that. And the nice thing about Bitcoin is you can do fractional, but
35 GBs.
Wow.
That is not. Well, there is a guy in California that I believe he's got like 12 warehouses with just stacked to the ceiling with GPUs. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
even McAfee's heavy into mining Bitcoin.
Yeah, so I
Real
mean,
heavy.
some people are. Well, I think that's the thing. He already had like some sort of system, and he just, merged it over.
Fury dude said he used to do some mining for SETI. Oh man. Yeah, so I understand the allure. I understand why people are doing it, but I also understood why people were investing in the market, and I know a lot of people that made a lot of money in the market. I did very well in the market. I didn't lose any money in the market per se as a total investment. I had some losers, but I didn't lose money in the market. But I got out of the market, and I know that the market's going to crash. We all know that the market's going to crash, and I'm not saying that crypto is going to crash. I'm just saying that crypto is very vulnerable to hackers, and that's no different than a virtual mugger. But if I have if I'm carrying a weapon, if I'm carrying a handgun and it's loaded and I have my wallet and somebody tries to mug me, I know that I can pull out my gun and shoot that person if I have to. If I have a blockchain wallet with a bunch of Bitcoin in it and somebody hacks it, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? Right. Okay. Everybody on Earth is crazy. I have 25 Arctic coins. See, this is the other thing that's driving me nuts about crypto. There's how many cryptocurrencies are there? I mean, does anybody remember Beta and VHS and Laserdisc and all that stuff? I mean, that was my wheelhouse, and it was all going to be Laserdisc, and then it was all going to be Beta. First, it was all going to be Beta, and Beta was way better, and the quality was better than VHS, but VHS won, and it's like the same thing with Laserdisc, and then Laserdisc died, but then CDs became popular, and how can, there's Bitcoin, there's Litecoin, there's Ethereum, there's this coin, there's that coin, and I don't understand, and all that's driving all of that is just I still watch Laserdisc. No, you don't. You don't watch Laserdisc. Come on, man. 8-track.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, okay, you have to understand the projects and the case uses behind each coin. I know, man. It just seems like to me it all seems like pure speculation. Because I can't believe that. And it's always the first. It's the first two guys to market, because everything you only have two choices: Pepsi and Coke and all that stuff. We were talking about that yesterday. And the other thing with viability is, who do you know, right? And as long as Polak, where you been, Polak? If people with power want something to crash, it will. So, but yeah, early innovators are usually the first guys
And the
to
early
the
worm gets
mainstream.
eaten.
Yeah,
The
usually
early worm gets eaten.
the first two guys to market are usually the guys. You know what I mean? But man, any investing, like I said, I mean, I got so disenchanted. I was so heavily invested in financial planning and advising people and understanding concepts of diversification. And then once I saw that it was all fake, it just really, I just need something tangible, man. I just need something real. And yeah.
No, I mean, isn't it Dish that accepts crypto though, or Bitcoin at least?
There's several. I mean, Amazon accepts Bitcoin.
Really?
There's several online vendors now that are accepting Bitcoin. Yeah, and there's several point of sale places that will accept Bitcoin. So, and that's the other thing why I think Bitcoin has a major advantage. There's a couple people I know in California that land is not tangible, but what you plant in the land is tangible. The only purpose for me for having land would to be either to have cattle on it. Like for example, in the cow economy, grass and cattle are inflation proof. You know what I mean? And so the purpose of the land would be to have feed on it, to have animals on it, to have fail to pay taxes and they will take it. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, technically you don't own it, but from that aspect we don't own anything. I even have to pay tax on my vehicle and registration and all that stuff. So, home of the free and home of the slave is that's what we become because of our government.
Texas Talent. Have you heard of that?
What is it?
The Texas Talent.
Is that a what's the Texas Talent?
Texas, the Texas Talent is I think right now it's just a theory or an idea, but the Texas, it would be Texas's gold-backed currency. Well,
I know that
or actual gold currency. So one of those two. So.
Hey, I would be interested to get into crypto slightly. I wouldn't put a bunch of money into it, but I really like all that stuff.
Wait, so can we invest with him? If I give it to him.
So Dooloo, would you? Richard wants to know if you'll trade crypto for him.
I give you.
You could be like his
500, and for every 500 past that, we can split or something.
Wow, Period Dude says that his tax on his 2.8 acres in Arkansas will be less than my mobile home tax on rented lie in Illinois. Wow, yeah. Yeah, Illinois is slowly falling into the sea with California and New Jersey. Yep. What you think, Ruth? What do you think about crypto, Ruth?
It's dumb.
You think it's dumb? I haven't influenced my children. I don't think crypto's dumb. I just... Okay. What? Dooloo says he's made $350,000 in the last 3 years. What? Listen, if I made $350,000 in crypto in 3 years, I'd be very pro crypto. If you know.
I'd
what
say
you're doing.
same here. Yeah, same here. No, and he's mining it. He's got an understanding of it.
Dooloo says Rufus would love Bitcoin. Ripple was my big score. Wow, bought it at half a cent.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see, and I had so many cherry stocks like that I bought at the bottom, like Axel and Ford, and I was very heavily invested in a. Wow, it's so funny. I can't even remember now, and I took a bath on that. But I bought it super low, and they crushed it. But wow, on your property taxes, Rain Country. I got dunked on stocks after 9/11. Yep.
Yeah, that's bad. But I had a friend who lost almost $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody lost huge. I just started as a financial planner with the .com bomb when the dot bubble blew up, and is it against Texas law to drink gluten-free beer? I don't know. I don't drink beers. I don't know. I don't think so.
But if I would have saved it, yeah, that's everyone. That's everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
guy,
yeah, and that's why it just so happens that every time somebody gets ahead and gets the 8% that they need historically in their portfolio, I mean, just look at the cycle. I'm just telling you, they crashed it on purpose. I mean, we know that they crashed it before the Great Depression. We know that was an artificial crash, and we know that people shorted the airline stocks before 9/11, even though that nobody's supposed to know about that. But, and people made hundreds of millions of dollars by shorting the 3 airlines that actually all crashed during 9/11. And then somehow, I mean, why weren't none of those accounts seized? And why wasn't any of those assets seized? You know what I mean? Because they're all in it together. I mean, that would have been the easiest thing. Yeah, property tax is a killer. I wish somebody would figure out a way around property tax. Give $500 to the Texas Boys Steemit account and start upvoting wisely. I'm making 20 cents a day just from upvotes on much less than 500. Or you can set up an automatic upvote and have... Yeah, and we had some kind of automatic system set up on Steemit to upvote, but it kept crashing or something.
Well, I just didn't put enough time with it.
I don't pay property tax because I live with my mom. Well, you should help your mom out, man. Stop freeloading off your mom and help her with the property taxes. Somebody's being funny.
Gotta think.
Yeah, Steemit, I think it's really cool. I think it's a great platform. I just wish I could understand it better. But I just don't understand it enough. I don't have enough time to really invest in it to knock it out of the park. Because I think if you have the time to invest in it, you could really make serious money on there. And Dooloowoohoo, are you on Steemit? Steemit will take over Facebook eventually one day, in my opinion. Are you creating content on Steemit, Dooloowoohoo?
Dooloowoohoo.
There's still a few countries with no property tax, but they're mostly in
Yeah,
Alaska.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, counties. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was about to say, you can move to Alaska.
I am not, but I invest in Steam heavily. Okay. Well, Dooloowoohoo, you should be creating content on Steemit, man. You should be earning Steam, bro.
So that's where I need to go.
I decided to. Yeah, I saw Rain Country was doing her old blog. Oh, you can monetize your blog? Really? Thought I'd have to wait for a bit before AdSense will start putting ads on there. Wow, really? Okay. Garrett, what's up, man? 3 jobs. Yo, man, you're doing so well with crypto, man. Why don't you quasi-retire, Dooloowoohoo? And you can come visit the Texas Boys. Come on, man. Why are you killing yourself? You can't take it with you, bro. Oh, you back home, man? Garrett. Most folks are using their master password to log in at Steemit and getting hacked. Huh. I did put a bunch of my Amazon links there, though, and my most recent article is doing great. Check that out. Glad you guys made it home safe, Garrett. Glad you had a good time. Wow, so people's Steemit accounts are getting hacked. Can't stop them chasing the printed paperback by nothing. That's so true. You just flashed the Illuminati hand sign again.
Well, every time you say the currency, it's an automatic response. Because that's what's on the currency.
Dooloowoohoo, you're in retail sales. Why do you have to go to Colorado for retail sales? Just curious.
We'll assume.
All you guys care about is investing. What about me? Hufflepoof. What about you? Like, what about your investing? Or what about the fact that you live with your mother? What would you like us to care about, you Hufflepoof? Rain Country. The CEO of Steemit just made an announcement of a new feature this week. It would let you incorporate Steemit votes on your own website. Oh, dag. So it's going to let you
making some websites.
But wouldn't that? Richard's going to set us up with a website.
Yeah, we'll make him a website.
I'm like a shoe shiner that shows up and makes sure the jobs go through smoothly. Okay. I'm not sure it's even a job. Fabricated job. Okay, I see. That is interesting. About Steemit and about Dooloo's employment. Oh, okay. So you work with Coors. That's why you're going to Colorado. I see. Okay. So if you have a WordPress site, people with a Steemit account can upvote you on your own website. But
that's cool.
But why would okay?
A WordPress
So
site.
it's gonna push content back to Steemit, I guess.
Oh well, yeah. They
Rain Country wants to know, Dooloo, is it a government job? Because they're all fabricated. That's so true.
I have an uncle in another country who pays 45% taxes.
Sounds about right.
And so he says in the mornings he puts on a government shirt because he's practically working for the government.
That's true.
So just to show who he's actually working for most of the time. Yeah.
Government pays almost all of our salaries. Yep. Well, that's.
I mean, who wouldn't take a government job? I mean, when we look for jobs,
Me. I wouldn't take a government job. Me. I'm not going to work for
how
the man.
many contracts have we gotten with the government?
With it, well, local government.
Local government, but still, they're throwing away money like nobody's business too.
Yeah, but that's contracting for a government agency and not working for them. You know what I mean?
What's
It's a
their
little
What's the government contracting company? GEC. I've worked for them. I've worked in a federal
What
building.
skills should I learn to make money so I can move out of my mom's house? You should develop a trade, like a tangible trade, like electrician, like HVAC, like plumber, like a usable trade. You can go to trade school, 2 years, boom, you're done, you're licensed, and you can get a real job.
Or get an artist if you're become an artist.
Or become an artist. Don't do that. There's lots of starving artists, and you'll just stay in your mom's basement. You don't want it. Richard's gonna put. Okay, there you
And
go.
then you could do that on the side of the road. And
Richard's gonna do some cover tunes for us for our channel, so that we have some authentic non-copyrighted.
Oh man, you
All
better.
right.
Shutterstock just went after. Ooh, copyrighted material is
Yep,
the
we're
biggest
paying
money maker.
45% in taxes. It's just us by 1,000 cuts. Yep, that's all of us. We are not government. We're slaves to them. They have infinite expenses. Yes, they do. Especially year-end, yeah. I will say this from experience. Anyone who works for Big Gov and is happy there, they must have sold their soul. I believe that.
Yep.
They have leftover budget and spend out of control. It's nuts. Same way with pharma. Yep. Yeah, and big pharma's in bed with big Gov. They're all, crony capitalism. That's why crony capitalism is running the show. That's why they're going to bring manufacturing back to America and automatize it with robots. Hufflepoof wants to know, did you say autist or artist? He said artist. I don't know what an autist is. What's an autist? I had a pharma client last year who ordered $400,000 worth of product. They ended up not needing the product and literally throwing it all away in the garbage and telling us they didn't need. Oh, wow. Night, Wee Tree. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Wow, they threw away $400,000. That's
Well, I mean, I did some work for Old Navy, and they ordered a package to set up a store, so it's an empty store. They ordered 2 or 3 of these shipping crates, huge. It was the wrong one. They literally took those 3 crates to the landfill, local landfill,
And dumped it.
and dumped them. I mean, high quality.
That's what Dooloo says. Clipboards
yeah.
and patient education material. Throw it all away.
Yep.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, this Old Navy's not a government, to my knowledge, not government funded. But at some point, the money's so huge for the biggest companies that even they, not just government, big companies don't care. I mean, I'm sure they do, but
Miss Butterfly
At some
always wants to pitch in. Hey, Miss Butterfly. Oh, what to do, Miss Butterfly?
Miss Butterfly.
You get to see Miss Butterfly. Here's a Miss Butterfly. Her got her nightgown on. Her so pretty. You want to say hi, Miss Butterfly? Sissy. Say hi. Sissis. Say
Miss
hi.
Butterfly.
Dooloo says, "What's up, little girl?"
She's my IQ.
Hey, Junior. You want to say hi to the peoples?
He's gonna say the word.
She's Junior 2.0. Mwah, she's so sweet.
You know what Junior's gonna say.
Hey, Junior. You want to come tell everybody yucky? Nobody heard Junior say yucky. Okay, I bred African and South American for several years, starting in high school. Look online. Some are gone for $20 each. What's that, exotic fish? That's some type of exotic fish? Cichlids? Cichlids? Junior!
Is that fish?
Junior, you gonna say hi to
Flowers?
everybody, Junior?
Say hi.
You wanna tell everybody yucky? You tell everybody yuck yuck?
Say yuck.
Hey.
Dooloo saying hi, Junior.
Will you smile if I play my harmonica?
Hey, your mom.
I will play my
I
magic
know it's kind of
tune.
late for Junior. No, even the harmonica couldn't make Junior smile. It's just kind of late for Junior.
It's
Miss,
only.
it's late for Miss Butterfly too, but she's doing good. Oh, Dooloo's a harmonica fan. All right.
Oh. Nice.
1%er. Well, he's saying that you got chops. My youngest was that way. Did not like being put in front of people. Freshwater aquarium fish. Yeah. Oh, sounds like cichlids. Yeah, I've heard of cichlids.
Didn't we do a job for a guy that made tens of thousands off of carp? Was that your job?
That wasn't my job.
We did a job for a guy, and he sold koi to clients in
cool.
Japan. So
Which
he raised
koi are
them
called?
here in Texas and sold them to clients in Japan for $10,000 to $20,000.
Yeah.
Average
Koi's
price.
big business.
Raised them here, shipped them to Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
The best koi would actually swim on their own there. The ones that made it.
Just swim straight there. You wouldn't even have to ship them. They would, like,
Here's the address. Go find your own new owner.
okay. Japan love carp. They're like largemouth bass in the USA. That's true. It's very true.
We actually killed one of their fish.
Yeah, that was not good. That was bad.
That was not good. Fortunately for us, it was the hottest day of the year. So they died of
Koi and especially carp can
heat
be
exhaustion.
big money too.
How
Harder
much is
than
it per
sequence.
fish?
No, it was a lot. Yeah, it was expensive. Yep.
very expensive.
All right. Well, we've gone about an hour, and I don't know if anybody else has any questions, any topic related.
So koi would not be a bad investment if you have no space.
There
and
you go,
you
Richard.
have
You could do like a koi pond.
a koi pond.
And potted plants.
And
Potted plants. Specialty herbs.
Yeah.
Yes, specialty herbs.
No demon. You would need like.
I
demon
wouldn't use
plants.
demon though. No more demon.
What if I
Say no to demon.
Could I buy like I wouldn't need half an acre. I just need about a quarter acre of tarp, clear tarp, cover it, greenhouse one half of my property, and put little sprayers in there and grow exotic plants and have koi in between all of that. The initial capital investment may be a
Catapult.
job for you.
I'll do it. Oh, you want an angel investor or what?
Angel investors.
View Ethereum before the Metropolis update that increases scalability and mainstream knowledge. October 2nd. And the second update comes. Okay, Dooloo, look. Yo, man. Dooloo. countrytexasboys@gmail.com.
I'll do it.
Shoot me some info and just kind of understand, like, total, like, dum-dum level. And you tell me exactly what to do, and I will absolutely do it.
And send us a picture.
And send us a picture. Okay.
Gotta call Mr. Rain.
My mom has a
I
vacation
didn't
house
call
on a
him
small
today.
freshwater lake. Maybe I can fence off a section next time they drain the lake. Are you going to do this every Saturday for fish breeding? Hey, that's a great idea. Pick coming will do. Okay, thanks, Dooloo. I will. Yo, man, I'll do it, bro. I'm taking. You know what you're talking about, and you know what? A big thing with investing, a big thing with homesteading, a big thing with anything is no. You don't have to know everything, but if you know somebody that knows something, then you utilize that person's expertise. And
like I was being utilized today.
Yes,
And
Richard has electrical expertise. I was utilizing his knowledge and know-how, and yeah, Dooloo knows what he's talking about. I will absolutely do it.
He's also offered to autograph the picture.
That would be awesome.
Well, probably not legal. Oh, I didn't even think of the legality of that.
Oh, for the lake deal,
yeah.
Yeah, but technically nothing's legal. I mean, that's part of the philosophy I take. I mean, in a lot of senses, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission because technically nothing we do is legal. Literally. I mean, if they want to gig you, they're going to gig you. But that's just my 2 cents on that. Don't listen to me. But yeah, all right, everybody. It's been great. I don't know if we'll do. I don't know. We're going to toy with our live time a little bit and flip flop it around, and just to try to have access to more people. Technically, nothing they do. That is the truth. Hey, federal income taxes are non-apportioned; they're completely illegal. So, there you go.
With your guys' help, we will finally get me out of my... Some might even call that a personal venture.
What's that?
Getting out of your mother's house.
Yeah.
A personal
Got to dip
experience
out in
that
the
you
morning
won't
till
get.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'll try to get back to you after that. If not, remind me and make fun of me on stream. Okay, you got it, man.
We'll do it.
Appreciate it, dude. You know, you could type up a little email right now and send it to me, just saying. I mean, I know you got to get up early enough, but, it won't take that long. No, I'm just messing with you. All right. Well, have a safe trip, Dooloo. Always appreciate your participation. Good seeing you tonight, Peoria, dude. Hufflepoof, good having you on. Check out our live at 5 on Friday. And Rain Country and Weed Tree, thanks for moderating. Thanks for being on. Good seeing you, Carolina girls. Did I get everybody here? It's great having everybody on tonight.
Rain Country.
Thought it was a good topic. And Rufus, take care. You're dedicated
Oh,
tonight.
yeah, he's been there the entire time. Hardcore.
All right, Dooloo. Yeah, appreciate all the info, man. Any help with the old crypto space, I'm definitely open to it. Later, Rufus, we need a birdhouse update someday. Great show. No, McClanahan. Wow, that's a real Irish name right there.
McClanahan.
Noah, good having you, Noah. We're just getting ready to bounce off tonight.
But you can watch the whole video.
Yes, maybe not, Richard. Thanks, Richard. If you don't get to watch this video later, you can thank a Richard.
Oh, yeah. Slightly.
You can go comment on his channel.
You can comment
Do I
on
have
Richard's
one
channel.
channel? I
Richard
do.
doesn't have a channel.
I do have a channel.
He only ruins other people's channels. Thanks, Richard.
I'm starting a channel.
Night, Goob. Night, boys. Before you go, what you got, Noah? We'll stay on for a second. What you got? The stage is yours, my friend. Oh, stinky.
Come on.
Come on. Where's my moderators?
Where's the moderator at?
All right, peoples.
They've
Y'all
clocked out.
have a good night.
Got us all.
I'm gonna get.
All right. All right, guys.
It's too late.
We'll see y'all.
It's time for
Yeah,
bed.
people are getting delirious.
Yep.
All right, y'all have a good night.